What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe to my channel, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Now less than 100 subs away from my aim of 32,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description too if you want to go and check them out: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts, what you make of these transfers in the comments below. And finally, please do leave a thumbs up as well. That would be much appreciated. We are aiming for 200 likes. So we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the outs. And we've got the very latest on Kalvin Phillips. And we seem to have been very busy speaking about Kalvin Phillips throughout the whole of this international break. And this video no different. Christian Falk over in Germany has said that Kalvin Phillips is still being monitored by Bayern Munich. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking that sounds mental, it sounds crazy. Bayern Munich, why on earth would they want Kalvin Phillips? Well, this isn't the first time that we've heard Bayern Munich's name being put out there for Kalvin Phillips. I presume that they're having a look at strength in depth when it comes to their midfield. And let's not forget that whilst Kalvin Phillips has struggled to break into the Manchester City first team squad, he's not really excelled at being a bit part player at Manchester City. However, there is the potential there to adapt Kalvin Phillips to make him even better. And you saw it from his time at Leeds. He is a very good central midfielder. If he can keep himself injury-free, he's a very good central midfielder. My problem I have with Kalvin Phillips at Manchester City is I just don't think he suits Manchester City. And ever since he came back from the World Cup last year with him being overweight, according to Pep Guardiola, he's never really managed to force his way in at Manchester City. And I just feel like right now, for the sake of his England career, and he wants to be on that plane to Germany in 2024, then it would be best for him to seek an alternative move away from Manchester City, whether that be a temporary basis with a loan. I've heard rumours on the grapevine that Man City are quite keen on getting a permanent deal sorted as well. So if Bayern Munich are willing to come out there and sign him on loan and put in a good option to buy potentially, they may be interested in taking Kalvin Phillips. I would have thought he'd probably want to stick to England and stick to the Premier League because he's tried and tested with Leeds United and did well. He's come to Manchester City and it's not really worked out, and I just don't see Kalvin Phillips. He doesn't come across as the kind of guy. He seems like a very nice bloke. He seems a very determined individual as well. He seems like the kind of person who, in my opinion, would he doesn't want to leave Manchester City because he doesn't want to be regarded as a failure, and he'll still have plenty to prove, and that can only be proven at the top end of the Premier League. And we're hearing about interest from the likes of Tottenham Hotspur, so he may want to pursue that. He may want to go to Bayern Munich, of course. Harry Kane, England international, already playing for Bayern Munich, may want to have a word with him to bring him in. I'm not too sure if I see him going to Bayern Munich. I'm not too sure if that's the right move. I think Kalvin Phillips, what he needs is to be a regular player in a team, and I'm not too sure that's going to happen at Bayern Munich. I'm near enough certain it's not going to be at Manchester City. I've already mentioned Tottenham Hotspur's name. They're getting linked with him. Is he the answer for them as well? Will he be able to break into their midfield and be a regular pro with them? Remains to be seen. And I think here what you're seeing is a little bit of a gulfing difference between being that big fish in a small pond and being a small fish in a big pond. So very interesting developments over this international break. Be interesting to see what direction City choose to pursue this in, because this will need sorting, of course, in the winter-January transfer window. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a new name, and this is really interesting. It comes in the form of an update on Joao Neves. Now, 90-Minute Football have said that Manchester City, they're leading the race to sign Joao Neves from Benfica. He's a 19-year-old Portuguese central midfielder, can play in defensive midfield as well. Manchester City are believed to still be having a really good look when it comes to central midfielders. The rumours about Lucas Paqueta from West Ham are not going away. He's still not cleared his name with these betting allegations. Manchester City will be interested in other central midfielders as well, and the fact that Joao Neves is covering both central midfield and defensive midfield, I think will really appeal to Manchester City, because it will allow us to let Kalvin Phillips leave, and you've got a ready-made replacement there with him as well. Now, the biggest problem you've got here is he's got a massive release clause, £103 million. Benfica don't negotiate too much when it comes to their release clause. There may be a little bit of bargaining there, but it won't be much, and you will be looking at a deal that's probably of similar price, maybe even a little bit more than what we're looking at with Lucas Paqueta, and that was 85 to 90 million pounds. So it's going to be a very expensive transfer, but he does work with George Mendes. He's his agent. Manchester City have worked with him before. We've worked with Benfica to make transfers happen. Ederson was a simple and straightforward transfer. Obviously, Ruben Diaz needed a little bit of negotiation, but it was a pretty simple and straightforward transfer. So it is a transfer that's very doable. It's just going to be very expensive. And so the fact of us wanting to bring in potentially 2 central midfielders, we're not going to be signing £103 million Joao Neves and an £85 million rated Lucas Paqueta. It is very much going to be a case of one or the other, but 19 years old, it's the right age that City have been looking for. He's playing very well for Benfica right now. He's playing in regularly for them, not only in the top division in Portugal, but playing Champions League football as well. There's plenty of interest around Europe. Manchester United's name, of course, being put out there. They've got no scouts. They'll just get linked with everybody that City gets linked with. Borussia Dortmund love themselves a young player with a lot of prospects. Are they going to find that money as well? It all depends on if there is a little bit of room for negotiation with Benfica. If there is, then I can see Manchester City wanting to make their move to potentially bring in Joao Neves from them. As I said, I think he fits the profile nicely here for Manchester City for a central midfielder. It helps us replace Kalvin Phillips as well. It's just about how expensive he is, and do Manchester City want to pursue him and or Lucas Paqueta? What direction do we want to go in? We'll have to wait and see. That's why I said I found this very interesting, and I'd love to know your thoughts of this, guys, in the comments below. So there we go. That has been today's transfer update. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. We are aiming for 200 likes. Just let me know that you are enjoying the videos. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts, what you make of these transfers, in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. If there is enough news, I'm hoping to have one more transfer update out throughout the rest of the international break, and then we'll be back with regular Manchester City content over the next 4 to 5 weeks for you guys to look forward to before we hit, you guessed it, another international break. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description as well if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description as well if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries, and I will see you guys all again real soon for the next Manchester City video. So I've been JSGC, thank you everyone for watching. I do hope that everybody is safe and well. We'll be back again for another transfer update for you guys to enjoy, hopefully, in the next couple of days, and then we will have the preview for the big Brighton game and we'll push on from there. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.